Hi guys, it's Bets, and today we are going to be doing Fizzarolli makeup from Hell of a Boss. Fun fact, I first cosplayed Fizzy last year in October, and when I did cosplay him for a convention, I did not do a cost test first, so this makeup that I did here, I pretty much rushed before the con, completely unplanned, and I am planning on wearing him again in 3 weeks time for another convention. So I think it's time that we upgrade his makeup because I think we can do it better. I also want to film some TikToks today as him, so I thought it would be fun to film a little makeup video and show you how I do his makeup. And also just body paint in general because I have not filmed a body paint video since the Homestuck days, and I'm pretty sure you can still see those videos on my channel. Not great. I do my body paint a lot better nowadays. I also don't have my little like Kuromi headband thing for when I do makeup, so we're just gonna use a wig cap. The main makeup that I use for both my Fizzy and my Stylist makeup, and pretty much any white base I'm doing, is this stuff here, which is Mehron Clown White makeup. This is a cream paint, which means even when you set it, it does remain a little bit sticky, and that can be a bit annoying for cons because if you do bump or scratch your face, it probably is going to come off to some extent. I did use this last time I did my Fizzy makeup and I didn't have any issues with it for the whole day, but I would probably recommend using something else. I know that you can get these like TV paint sticks, which is what I want to try next time I do this makeup. In the past I have used water-based paints, which I don't recommend for cons because if you sweat that comes off. I also know that there's a body paint that you can get that's an alcohol activated paint, and I believe that is probably the best thing that you can use, but this is what I use, so that's what we're gonna do. Pretty much like all of my makeup, I start off with a primer. I don't really need to use a color corrector primer under the body paint because it's so thick, but this is all I have, so this is what we're using. This tube is so gross. If I was going to a con, I would also use this pore filler before I do my primer, but because it's just for TikToks, I'm not gonna bother. I smooth my face in all of my photos and videos anyway. Now that my primer is done, it is time to move on to the white base makeup. I don't do anything special with this, I just slather this all over my face until it's not patchy anymore. When I'm done, I'm gonna set the base with my Anastasia Beverly Hills setting powder. This stuff is a little bit expensive, but it is really good quality. Sometimes though, I will not use it so I can save it and I just use baby powder instead, and honestly, baby powder does just as good, especially if you're using a white base. I don't recommend baby powder if you're not doing a white base though, because it will lighten your bases. It's not translucent. This is what the white paint looks like. There's currently a sponge in there, but as you can see, it is thick and nasty. I hate how this stuff feels on my skin. Ew. Okay, well, we're just getting really messy with it. Normally I'm not this messy, but normally I'm not this messy, but after I did my Stylist makeup, for some reason, I decided it was a great idea to leave my sponge in here. And now my hands are a mess. Oh my god, it's ridiculous. Okay, I'm gonna go wash my hands and I'm gonna use a clean sponge because this is a nightmare. We have a clean sponge now, this is much better. To apply my body paint, I usually always use these little sponges just because I find them a lot easier, but I think you could probably use a foundation brush depending on the consistency of your paint, to be honest. I think with the cream paint it would probably leave streaks, but with a sponge you can kind of dab it on like this and blend it out a lot easier. Because my hat it covers pretty close under my chin, I think I'm just gonna come down to like here with the paint. I don't really need to bring it down too far. I feel like this is the reason nobody does makeup tutorials for these characters, because this part of the makeup process is horrible. It looks so bad. I feel like if you do the eye, I feel like some people do their eyes before they do the full base and it looks slightly less alarming. I'm not one of those people, so we have to suffer with this for now. Anyways, next part. Last time I did my Fizzy makeup, I'm pretty sure I contoured in pink instead of in greys, and I think I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna be using the pinks in my Morphe palette because it's got some really nice like light and dark pinks up here. I'm probably gonna use those two colors, starting off with the lighter pink and then building up depth with the darker one. I think that'll look nice. So I'm pretty sure most of my forehead is covered by my hat, but I'm gonna contour up here anyways, just in case. I'm gonna kind of blend that out more. Maybe make my face look a little less white. I know Fizzy does have a pretty white plain base, but he's a clown, you know? You gotta have fun with it. Gotta make it fun and colorful, I feel like. Maybe not that much. Well, we're here now. I think we're gonna contour the nose to kind of balance it out a little bit. Clean off my makeup brush because I haven't washed these since I did my Stylist makeup, which is disgusting. Mind your business. I feel like if I shaved my eyebrows like I did last time, it would probably look a bit nicer, but we're here now. It's a little bit late for that, so we're not gonna do that. We'll get her next time. Okay, that's... It's a bit better. It's a little bit better. I think with that the contour is done and we're gonna move on to the eyes next. So for my eyes, last time I did this kind of, I think it was a pink, yellow, and blue eye, so we're gonna try and recreate that. Let's see. I'm looking at the photo. And last time I did, yeah, pink, blue, and yellow. We're gonna do that again. Okay. So last time we started off with yellow on the inner eyes, and then we did pink on the bottom of one eye and pink on the top of the other eye, and then blue in the reverse order. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna start with a good yellow. Yellows are really hard to find. Kind of looks green on camera, but I'm gonna be using this Thirsty palette because it's got a really good yellow in it. I'm just gonna pack that on in the inner corner of my eyes. We're gonna move a little bit closer so I can see what I'm doing and you can see what I'm doing. I'm not going to put too much yellow on just yet because the blue and the yellow won't mix very nicely, so I'm going to put my blue and my pink on and then we can slowly start blending the colours together. I'm just going to use the blue from this palette because it's quite a nice blue as well. Actually, this is not as bright as I was hoping it would be. That's okay. She still works. And do blue up here on this side. And then, just so I don't forget, because I will forget, I'm going to do blue down here on this side. I don't want to go too hard on the bottom corner because... Oh, do I? Maybe I do. Okay, cool. And then I'm gonna do the opposite with the pink. I'm gonna go pink up here and then pink down here to kind of mirror the blue. For the pink, I'm gonna be using this 𝐋𝐢𝐬𝐷 Pastels and Dreams palette. It's got a really nice pink in here. That one. I'm gonna use that one for my pink. I don't even know if you can get these palettes outside of Australia and New Zealand. I think 𝐋𝐢𝐬𝐷 might be a farmer's brand here, so yeah. I think it's just different enough from the pink that I used for my contour. I have to be careful with it because this pink does have a lot of fallout. I'm gonna do my eyebrows next to get them out of the way. We're gonna finish the bottom of the eye makeup and then we'll move on to the nose and the mouth. I think I'm gonna do my eyebrows black because I'm gonna do the lips and the eyeliner black, and I think it'll balance nicely. Sorry, my palette is nasty from the last time I did makeup, but I'm going to be using this little BYS palette for my eyebrows. My eyebrows look so bad at the moment. Oh well. I didn't even like glue them down or anything. Normally I try and cover them before I do my body paint. I don't know why I didn't this time, but that is something I do usually do. So we're just gonna fill in the natural brow because that is kind of all we can do with this. Though I fear that they may be too thick now. I feel like a little bean brow would be cuter, so I think when I do this makeup for the next con, I might shave off my eyebrows and do a teeny tiny bean brow. I just feel like Fizz should have bean brows, you know? It just feels right. I really need someone to teach me how to draw on eyebrows because I don't know how to do it in a way that looks good on myself. Girl, that's too much. They look too much. Oh well. We're here now. I think I might put a little bit of white at the start of them to like blend them out. Not that I think it's gonna do anything, but there's no saving these eyebrows. We're just gonna move on. That's all we can do. For the lines under my eyes, I am just gonna use the same eyeshadows that I used before. Though I fear it might not be dark enough. I feel like with a body paint it would be a lot easier to get a nice clean result, but I don't have it in the right colors, so we're just making do. I think that looks okay though. Right, I feel like that is a pretty good base for my eyeshadow, so I'm gonna do my eyeliner next, do my nose and my lips, and then I will go back and add some extra details afterwards, because I feel like I could still use something, but it's kind of hard to tell until you have the whole face on. For my eyeliner, I'm using this 𝐿𝑋𝐻 liquid eyeliner. Again, I'm pretty sure this is a New Zealand brand, so you probably can't get it outside of New Zealand and Australia, but this stuff is pretty good. Also, yes, all of my makeup is currently covered in body paint. I am very messy, if you can't tell. Also, eyeliner is the worst thing to do on camera, so please bear with me. I'm doing my best, and I don't think there's any way to get a good shot of this. We did it, the eyeliner is done. I also went in and I added these little points under my eyes, which will hopefully look nice once my eyelashes are on. But first I'm gonna do mascara and then my lips. This is the mascara that I'm using. It is BYS Max Volume and I've used this stuff for years. It is one of my favorite mascaras out there. I think for my nose, I'm probably going to do the same thing I did last time, which is just a little pink nose with a love heart on it, because I think that that looks really cute. I'm just using those pink eyeshadows from the 𝐋𝐢𝐧𝐤𝐬 palette that I used on my eyes. And then I think I'm going to use a darker color in the center and then blend that out. Maybe along the bottom of my nose. I think I went a little bit too hard on the pink, so we're going to try and tone it down just a little bit. Just a smidge. I'm just taking my sponge that I used for my white base before and not putting any more product on it, but I'm just gonna kind of go over my nose to lighten it up just a little bit. Hopefully that should do the trick. Oh yeah. I want to do a little love heart on my nose because I did that last time and I think that that was very cute. So I'm just going to take the same paint that I used to my face. We're just gonna... I think for the lips I'm going to do a darker upper lip and then a lighter bottom lip. So I'm going to start with the pinks that I used for contour and I'm just going to start packing those onto my lips and then we're going to build the color up and see what happens. Okay, there's the first shade. I think I'm going to take the next darker shade of pink and start working that into my upper lip. And then I'll probably go over with a gloss on the top because eyeshadow on the lips feels so foul. I cannot stand the sensation of it, but it's so much easier to get a nice color this way. Last time I put the circles really high up on my face, like up here. I think I might put them here instead. I feel like that might look better. I also didn't do black, I just remembered. I did purple last time, but I think I am gonna do black this time around. I'm gonna take the bottom of this purple mascara bottle and I'm dipping that into my eyeshadow palette to create a little stencil. I think I'm gonna put it, maybe here? Well, I have to now, so here we go. Life hack. Look at that. Now I have to try and get it even on the other side. Okay. Hell yeah. I'm gonna use this teeny tiny brush because all I have left that's clean, and I'm just gonna fill those in. Oh, she's looking cute. Now we have to do his little zigzag lines that go from the lips to these dots, and I'm just gonna use eyeliner because I feel like that's gonna be the easiest thing to use. I'm gonna do the top line first. How did I make that wonky? Oh my god. And then we're gonna go I need to do the rest of this off camera because I keep twitching, but the vague concept is there. I'm gonna do it on the other side and then I'm gonna clean this side up. The base is done. She's looking very cute. I'm very happy with how this is coming along. I ended up taking a bit of pink eyeshadow and blending my upper lip down into this line so it's just a little bit more of a smoother shape. But now that that is done, I think that is pretty much everything for the base. So I think I'm gonna put my eyelashes on and then we're gonna go in with some glitter because I feel like Fizzy needs glitter. I feel like Fizzy deserves glitter. Just gonna pop on a pair of these classic spiky anime lashes. They have a little bit of glitter in them from the last time I wore these for Fizz, but that's fine because we're just gonna pack more glitter in them. Now that my lashes are on, I think it is time for some glitter. I've got this gold glitter here, which I think I'm just gonna pack on top of the yellow because I feel like that'll look cute. And then I've got this one, which is like a clear iridescent glitter, which I think I'm gonna chuck under here. Again, I don't know if this is really gonna show up though. Well, kinda does if I pack it on. Also got this one, which is a little bit chunkier, so I'm gonna chuck this one on my upper eyelid. I feel like these circles need a bit of glitter, but I don't have anything black, so I'm gonna try some of this clear stuff and see if that looks good. But I have a funny feeling it's not really gonna show up. Can't really tell if that's really doing anything. Alright, with that, I think this might be the finished makeup look. I was thinking about putting some rhinestones on, but I might see how it looks when I have the full costume on because I think that this is cute as it is with just the glitter. This is definitely significantly better than the first time I did my Fizzy makeup. It's not drastically different, to be honest. I was planning on doing something drastically different and I ended up kind of just doing the same thing, but it's super cute, so I'm not mad about it. I still have my lenses to put in and my costume to put on, so I will do that and then I will be right back. And with that, I have put my lenses in and my fangs on, and I've got the costume on, which means we are finally finished. I made this whole costume myself. I will link the tutorial that I used for the hat in the bio if you're interested in purchasing that pattern and making one of these yourself. I am thinking of doing a tutorial for one very soon, so let me know if you're interested in that. I'll also show off my fit really quickly because I think it is really cute and I love it a lot. I went with more of a pastel palette for my Fizzy because I thought that that would be really fun, and I was super obsessed with this sparkly fabric that I found. I can't really fit in camera, but that is the full fit. I'll post a picture here so you can see what it actually looks like in full body, but yeah. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. I hope that this was somewhat entertaining and maybe informative. And if you enjoyed this, make sure to keep an eye out because I'm thinking about doing a video for 𝙁𝙧𝙧𝙬 and maybe 𝙁𝙬𝙧𝙀, so hopefully those will be coming soon. Otherwise, thank you again so much for watching. I will see you guys next time, and I am gonna go film TikToks now. Bye!